What stands out right away about this is how it uses a brush-on liquid that dries into a peelable mask instead of a pad or a bandage. So you're painting a thin layer directly onto where you need it and letting it form a barrier over that spot. I'll come back to why that mask format matters in a minute, because it connects how often you end up reapplying it and how it fits into a normal routine. The first thing you notice when you're using it is that the liquid goes on like a thick nail polish or syrup, then dries down into a white film that sits on top of the skin. Once it's dry, it creates a focused layer over the corn or wart without needing extra pads, tapes, or bandages. And that's where the convenience comes from. What you might be wondering is how this compares to those medicated pads or stronger formulas people are used to using. The main difference here is that this uses a brush-on liquid format with salicylic acid and lets you build up layers over time instead of relying on a single pre-cut pad or a much stronger one and done style application. This is really made for people dealing with stubborn spots on their feet, toes, fingers, or hands, and they want something that they can apply precisely without covering the whole area with a bandage. Because you're painting it on, it's easier to stay just on the thicker skin and avoid as much of the healthy skin around it as possible. Salicylic acid is commonly used to gradually soften and break down thick, built-up skin in everyday foot and skincare routines, which is why it shows up in a lot of corn and wart products. Here it's delivered in a gel that forms a mask, so instead of soaking a pad, you're creating a custom shaped layer exactly over the area you're working on. Using it feels like a short little routine. You clean, soak the area, brush in a thin layer, let it dry, and just repeat as needed while the mask slowly builds up over days. The main convenience here is that it's one small bottle with its own applicator, so it's compact, easy to store, and you don't have any loose pads or separate tools to keep track of.